Today we're going to be talking with Amy Carow, someone that's dear to my heart, dear friend, and she's been with me from the beginning. She saw me grow up and turn into the person I am today, learning how to help you live and move pain-free. And she wants to tell you her story. Amy, say hi.
Hi, I'm Amy. So I started coming to Patrick when I was in my mid-40s, I guess.
Mid-40s.
And, I had chronic pain in my back and my neck from swimming, and basically that's why I started coming. And Patrick quickly resolved those issues, and I haven't had them since. I'm a swimmer. I swim a lot.
She swims a lot.
I'm also a triathlete, and so I've expanded into running and biking and lifting weights in addition to the swimming. So I do have a fairly rigorous, workout routine. But I know that in the past I've gone through the workout routine and just felt tight and just sort of chronically
Locked.
Yeah, locked. Exactly.
Locked.
Exactly.
See?
And in discomfort, maybe not always in pain or anything, but just my muscles would then tighten, and it would restrict my movements. And now, I used to be, my posture was sort of like this. My shoulders were up and forward.
This sounds familiar.
All the time. That was how I just went around, and now they're down and relaxed and open. I have freer movement. I also think now I am in my early 50s, and age does catch up to you. So I noticed a difference when I turned 30, I noticed a difference when I turned 40, and when I turned 50, but I really think that I've been able to delay that whole process of slowing down as I age. It has happened some, but not as much as it would have if I hadn't been coming here.
Yeah, we've been working we started with the musculature because that's, I'm a massage therapist by nature, but as I started to grow and learn more and more about what makes the human body tick, we start going from just knots to actually bony issues. Like she had a foot pain that...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, tell them about the foot pain. Tell them about the foot pain.
So I had this bony bump on the top of my foot, and I'd had it for years, and I had gone to the podiatrist. He took x-rays, he prescribed orthotics, he did all these things, and did not work. Nothing worked. And I was just resigned to the fact that I was going to have this painful sort of a bony bump on the top of my foot. I couldn't wear the shoes I wanted to wear. Any pressure on the top of my foot was bothersome. But Patrick started working with the foot, and it took a while, I will say that. I mean, it probably took 6 months or a year of consistent
That's a treat.
Consistent work. But now it's gone, and I can wear, the shoes that I want to wear. It's amazing.
Yeah, so we went from musculature to bony, and as I started to grow, I'm not going to give you the whole, years that we've been together. Now we're working with, on the cellular level, and working with the musculature all the way to the cellular. So we're getting things to move better and better, and now she's experiencing the biomodulator with the rest of the protocol that I'm doing. And tell them about that.
Well, that is amazing. This biomodulator is, I couldn't
Top
believe
notch.
it. So Patrick hooks some things up to you, and you got electricity flowing through you at a low level. It's very comfortable, a little tingly. But from the very first treatment, I left here feeling energetic, optimistic, noticeably more so. And that lasted, for a while. Like, I didn't have that mid-afternoon crash that I would normally have. I don't drink coffee in the afternoon. So around 2, I would normally feel this sort of a fatigue. And after I've been here and on the biomodulator, I definitely do not feel that. And that sense of optimism, which is remarkable, optimism.
Yes, you can be happy all the time.
It stays with you. So I've just found that to be really surprising and wonderful.
Well, we can go all day, you know. But let's give them a breakdown.
Okay.
Give them 3 basic improvements that you've been seeing out of everything that you've been doing.
Okay, so since I started, definitely my posture. You know, my posture and my openness are much improved. My movements, I had gotten into some, not that I'd gotten into some, but I had some habits that were that I didn't even realize that I had, about the way I held my body and the muscles I used to do different movements. And Patrick has helped me become much more conscious of the muscles I'm using to do different things. So from, you know, picking up a bag of groceries to opening a jar.
By the way, she couldn't open a jar in the very beginning. Not at all. At all. But now.
And he looked at the way I was doing it and said, you know, well, you're bending your wrist like this, have it straight. I mean, it just, the awareness of what I'm doing, which muscles I'm using, has made a tremendous help in me being able to go about not just my daily life, but also my training for cycling, running, swimming.
So how did that improve? Like, what improved in the sports world?
Okay, so I mean, I've always been a swimmer. I've been a competitive swimmer since I was a kid, and so I'm not getting the chronic knots in my back or my neck anymore. Haven't gotten those in years. Running, I was never a runner, really, but I've become a much better runner, and I've worked at it, and Patrick has helped me to use the right muscles. I mean, I discovered even, 3 or 4 years into my running that I wasn't using my posterior chain at all. I wasn't using my glutes, I wasn't using my hamstring to run or to bike, which I don't know how I did either of those things without using those muscles, but he's taught me how to activate those muscles, how to use them when I'm pursuing.
You'll be surprised how often the world doesn't use their posterior body, because we're always up front. We're always doing things in front of us. So your butt, I can guarantee majority of the world, your butt is off. You could think they're on, but they're off. They're not functional. As well as your hamstrings are having a hard time, and that's why back pain is such a big epidemic, because you don't have, the other muscles giving you your structure.
The balance.
It's all about balance, and the bigger thing that this is all about is we want you to start learning how to live and move pain-free. So many people just focus on the musculature. They don't realize that their life is also connected to what happens inside your body. You want to see what your mind is like. She talked about, the concept of optimism. And it's all about clarity, what's going on in your head and how you're relaying to the world. And that's what we want, to share with you is, everything is a big process. Everything is connected. And now I hope this is word to you that, you can get better. This is a very dear woman to me, and she's leaving, so it's hard, and I want you guys to experience Amy, because she's helped so many people throughout the swimming, throughout the running, throughout her life. She just helps people, and hopefully this video helps you understand that you can get better, and it is hard now, but it can get easier. All you gotta do is let us help you.